Hey, what's up, everybody? So, continuing on with that strange 2 week period in September to the beginning of October 2018, when Cyraxx claimed to work at a haunted house and when he made his weird little movie. The same day, September 24th, 2018, that he posted the previous video called I Got a New Job, where he talks about the 7 floors of hell, he also posts the trailer for his upcoming movie, The Darkness. It's called The Darkness Official Trailer. Look at that. PG-13. You see the demographic and the audience that he's going for by rating it PG-13. And besides, we all know that anything that Cyraxx is in needs to be rated R for retarded.
No, I'm not kidding. Whatever this thing is.
You can't hear anything that he's saying over this like really loud music that he put in.
Which I have no idea. It wants me dead.
It wants me dead. I have no idea what it is. It's the internet, Chance. It's literally the entity of the internet come alive. That's what it is.
No, I'm not kidding. This is for real. Whatever's in this house, it doesn't want me here. I don't know what happened with that spirit box, but whenever I talk to whatever's here,
You can't even hear it. Let's fast forward through this like talky scene. Alright. So it's just so weird that he filmed this the same day that he was talking about having a job at the haunted house. He was just like, oh, I know. I'm just gonna make my own horror movie. Sally was like, Chance, you can't get a job. We don't have a way to drive you out there every single night. Why don't you just make your own horror movie? Why don't you just pretend? That's like all he ever does. That's all his life ever is going to be. But let's continue with this terrible, terrible quote-unquote trailer. He's pretty scary. Wow, that's a pretty frightening face coming out of the dark like that. The darkness. I couldn't understand anything at all that little
so when I do get the chance to go outside, it's
all right. I didn't understand anything that the weird little voice was supposed to be saying in that trailer. So then we go from there to the 1st of October, 2018. And this is apparently the day after the big skateboard incident. And so that's why he's no longer going to be able to have the job at 7 Floors of Hell, is because he got bullied and pushed down the hill on a skateboard. This is one of the first videos where he mentions this and talks about it, but he continues for several more videos. Look, there he is showing off the wrap that's on his arm. He literally had to go to the hospital and get like 4 or 5 fingers popped back into place. And he almost broke his wrist. But during this video, he barely mentions the haunted house attraction. Let me see if I can find it here.
But at this point, I don't know whether or not I'll be working at that place or not now due to my injuries.
Due to my injuries?
I'm pretty fucking sore, there's no doubt.
Oh man, due to his injuries, his scraped knee, scraped elbow, like needs a little like band-aid on it, like those old band-aid commercials where like the kids like riding the bike and scrapes their knee and they put a band-aid on it and everything's better. That's essentially what that rap is serving as. But I think the deeper thing is he doesn't want to go outside. I think maybe Sally was on his case or somebody like, all you do is lay around in the house all day. You don't do anything. And so he's like, I'll show you. I'll go outside and take some photos. Because during this time period, he keeps talking about going outside to do his photography.
I won't be working there as planned this weekend coming out, but the weekend after.
Yet again, okay, so when the place opened, that first weekend, he wasn't going to be able to make it, but he definitely was going to start the weekend after that. And then now, he got injured, so he's not going to be able to work this weekend either, but definitely the weekend after this.
When my mom finally gets her car, I will be there.
And there you go, he also mentions, when my mom finally gets her car, so they weren't able to like drive him back and forth. He wasn't going to get the job ever. He didn't even apply for it. I bet more than anything. He didn't even apply for it. He's just talking bullcrap like he always talks. And yeah, he let it slip right there. He's never had the job. He never was going to get the job because Sally wasn't going to be able to drive him out to the fairground or wherever. Ugh. Oh my god, what if he just ripped his head off like a terrible ghoul? Like, when I saw him turning it so far, I just thought about him just like continuing till he just like rips it off, you know, a little spinal cord hanging out with like gelatinous gore. Real Dust Till Dawn style. Ugh, it's so gross.
I know you guys probably heard that.
Yeah, we heard it, you ghoul. Ugh. Alright, so this video is called We Are Sick of Being Victimized. And he just talks on and on about this guy named Andrew or his brother and how he bullies him. And it's like a child. He's talking about a child. So we'll watch from the day after, October 2nd, 2018, where he talks more about the situation of why he's not able to work anymore. It's the same thing as this one, and he'll show off the injury without the wrap on it this time. Alright, this is the 2nd of October, 2018, and it's called Day 1 After Injury Update.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Chance. I'm here, as you can tell, stuck in bed with my arm being messed up.
Wait, look at that. He doesn't even have the wrap on it.
As you can tell, stuck in bed with
my arm messed up. He doesn't even have the wrap on it. It's just his like shirt sleeve pulled down, pretending like it's in a cast or something.
my arm being messed up. And I just figured I'd give you guys an update on what's going on. If you guys know what happened yesterday and you guys saw the pictures, you guys know what happened, but for those of you that don't...
I'm sure he posted some pictures. I would like to see them. I'd like to see, like, all the posts from then. Like, I got pushed down a hill! Where?
Know what happened? I was out yesterday on my skateboard getting some, vlogging footage. I was doing a vlog yesterday up at the top of this really cool S-shaped hill where you can get some really cool footage and pictures.
S-shaped hill. He just mentions that so many times.
And I was up there doing that, and I was on my skateboard because, my skateboard was the perfect height for getting that shot. So I was doing that. And this guy that I know, who's a real dick, who's the brother of Andrew, and Andrew's the guy that slammed my back into the stop sign post, messed up my back a few years back. Well, his brother thought it would be funny while I was up there on the hill getting some footage to come along and kick me from behind.
And when he kicked it from behind, I went down this massive hill that it sits like that, but it's in an S shape. It's like in the shape of an S.
All right. So he was outside taking some photos, and some little kid came along, the brother, younger brother probably, of some other guy who's still probably younger than Cyraxx, some little kid, and pushed him down the hill while he was on his skateboard. Yeah, likely story. If anything, Cyraxx had the skateboard and was like, I'm going to ride down the hill if the kid was there. He was like, going to show off in front of him. The kid was like, oh, ride down the hill. And he was like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll ride down the hill. Rode down the hill, bailed off of the skateboard because it got too fast or too wobbly, and just kind of like landed on his elbow. If that. I mean, he probably just like fell off by himself. He could be making up this entire like kid situation. He might not have even fallen.
So he kicks me down that hill. I pick up speed super quick, and about halfway down, I flew off my board. My body did a scorpion, meaning my legs. I went arm down, scraped my arm going down. So my body was up in the air, and my arm was on the ground scraping. My body did a scorpion, which means my feet went over my head, and I
His feet went over his head. He has like a broken back, essentially, is what he's trying to like convey to us.
went flipping forward, and it somehow it began rolling
What is he, Ernest? It's like such a cartoony way to describe getting hurt.
down the hill. Like I began going like this, like a regular, not like a side roll, like like you roll like this, but like my body was turning as I was rolling, and
Wait, he was rolling down the hill, head over feet, just cutting perfect flips, rolling down the hill.
I wound up thankfully on my back. Um, None of my gear was damaged, thank God. My backpack's a little.
None of his gear was damaged because he like weighs nothing. So if he fell on top of his bag that has his gear in it, it's not like it's gonna break it because he literally weighs nothing.
My bag's scuffed up a bit from what happened, but I went to the doctor's today. Had everything looked at. They said it'll take about 6 weeks due to the extent of the damage, not only to my arm, but
6 weeks. He went to the doctor that day, not the day before when he was talking about and he had the like wrap on it and everything. But that day, then the day after, they went to the doctor.
to my hip. I messed up my hip a little bit. Had to have my finger. Had a couple fingers have to be popped back into place, which hurt. Like they're fine now, but they hurt being popped back into place.
Oh, they're fine now. The day after, I like flipped head over heel completely down a hill and like scorpion and broke my fingers. They had to be popped back into place. They're fine now. Everything's fine now. Not a scab on that dome either. And I'm not talking just because he's pre-scab. He should have like scrapes and scabs all over himself from falling down the hill.
As you can tell, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but yesterday I had a wrap on.
Yesterday I had a wrap on, and now look at that. That is what he's crying and complaining about. That is what Cyraxx is crying and complaining about. It's saying he can no longer go and do the job at the 7 floors of hell because of his extensive injuries. And not only that, he has to stay in bed for 6 weeks. That's why I think this is some sort of ploy to be able to lay around in the house and just be a lazy piece of shit like he always is. I mean, I feel like Sally was like at some point, you don't do anything. You need to get a job. So he's like, oh, I got an interview at the 7 floors of hell. So he made up this whole story and like went outside to take some videos and photographs. That's why he made the darkness. He was trying to prove that he actually went outside and did something.
Today I've got these, and you can still kind of see some of the damage. like right in there. You can kind of see where it begins and then it goes in.
You can kind of see some of the damage. Oh my god. He's crippled, guys. He's completely like bedridden. He's gonna be like Superman with a broken back.
But I mean, other than that, I'm doing fine. I'm laid up in bed, which sucks. I do have a vlog for you guys though that I actually did yesterday morning that I just uploaded today. So if you guys do want to see that, you can, because I've started doing daily inspirational vlogs.
Daily inspirational vlogs. I feel like all he was doing was copying some other Facebook like group or post that he saw, some sort of like daily inspirational quotes, and he just like stole them every single day and reposted them under some fake like my inspirational vlogs page.
On my new channel, because my other one got reported by some dumbass saying I was fake.
Yeah, exactly. Saying you were fake because you're probably copying some other page or something and just reposting the same shit. You probably even have the same name as them.
So, there's that. Unfortunately, due to the extent of my injuries, I will not be able to do the 7 floors of hell this year, which really sucks.
Due to the extent of his injuries. And just like think about that scraped elbow. I don't feel like cutting around and like actually editing this video. So just imagine that there's a cutaway to that elbow.
Because I was really looking forward to working with some of my favorite people in the horror industry doing that. So unfortunately, I will have to miss out on that.
Oh, he's gonna miss out on it. So beforehand, he was like, "Oh, I might be able to next week." The day before this, saying that he might be able to next week. He wasn't going to be able to this weekend, but maybe next week. And now this time, he's saying he's not going to be able to do it at all. Unfortunately, due to the extent of his injuries.
I was not expecting this to happen at all. Like, I was just like,
So stupid. Just an excuse to get out of work. Getting out of like any sort of responsibility. Talking already online about this fictitious job that you have, and then being able to lie your way out of not actually doing anything or showing up to it.
up there to get some footage, shoot a vlog, all that good stuff. Thankfully, none of my filming gear, like my tripod, my phone, which is basically my camera, my lenses, none of that stuff was damaged, thankfully. Matter of fact, I have the bag right here, and I'm going to show you this. You can kind of see where
In the previous video, I didn't feel like finding it or searching for it. He talks about how this bag came from one of his friends or ex-friends' dad in the Iraq War, and it's some like special scene combat style bag. It's like really was from there. Saved his friend's husband's dad's life or some shit.
That's my Thrustmaster classic D-pad controller. Shout out to Thrustmaster.
Oh, there's my video game thing. Here's my toy. Shout out to the people who make my toys.
Love you guys' products. Let me get it out here and you guys can see. But if you guys look right here, you guys can see where I slid right here, like just slide up here, so my back was kind of like up in the air right.
This is just like the bullet hole situation. Look, there's really bullet holes there. Like he gets like some old dirty backpack secondhand, and it's already got a couple like scrapes and ding up places on it. And then he's like, "Look, that's where I fell."
There, and then it kind of scraped along right there, but like right here is where it took most of the damage. But thankfully, this thing is like super thick, so none of my stuff got broke when I hit, thank God. Because this thing on the inside is like, it might not feel like it, but it's very padded. So I'm definitely glad I had this on. when I did. Because not only does this serve as, like you guys may have seen, not only does this serve as my, my wheel cam rig, my body
My will cam rig. Jeez. All he cares about.
cam rig or what I like to call my controller cam and wheel cam rig setup. But it's also what I carry all my photography and filming gear in.
Like, who is he making these videos for, honestly? Who is he trying? I know it's children. It's obviously children. He's trying to entice children. Like, look at me. I get bullied on. You get bullied? Talk to me. Such a freaking creep. He's 28 at this time, too. Well, I might have failed to mention, he is 28 goddamn years old at this, crying about a skint elbow.
And I also tend to carry like little miniature bottles of water in it, like...
Oh, rare footage coming up. This is some rare-ass footage of him actually drinking water. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
This right here, like little mini bottles of water. Like little water bottles.
Wow. Ew, gross. Gross. He made a disgusting, like, sucky sound.
Definitely good to have these on hand when you're out jogging or filming. You always want to carry one of these on hand. That's what I do.
Oh, good. Thanks for the fucking advice, Cyraxx. Teaching people, like, oh, you will not want to carry water with you when you're out jogging or, like, filming. Like, yeah, that's like he's talking to a child. It's creepy.
These are like only a couple dollars a piece at Walmart. But definitely very useful for when you're out. I usually throw one of these in my bag along with my gear. But like I said, due to the extent of my injuries, I will not be able to do 7 floors of hell this year. Because I'm going to be laid up here in bed.
And what, he does another little laugh. I'm going to be laid up here in bed. And he does these kind of like smug little laugh. Like, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to go to the freaking haunted house and have a job. I want to lay around in bed and play video games.
Hell this year. Because I'm going to be laid up here in bed. And you guys know I hate being stuck in bed. I'm a productive person. I like to be productive.
What in the world? These are such lies. You know, I hate being stuck in bed. Now he can't go out. It used to be back then, 2018, he couldn't go outside because of, like, Andrew and his brother are going around terrorizing the neighborhood like some bully kids. And now he can't go out because people might film him. Even when he goes to the courthouses, someone's going to be there filming him. It's the same excuse. He just, like, now has, like, a little bit more of, like, mental validation for Sally. So, like, oh, look, Sally, I can't do anything. I can't get a real job. I get to play video games the rest of my life. He loves it. It's exactly what he's always wanted, was to just have an excuse to play fucking video games and lay around and be a lazy piece of shit.
I like to, do things. I like to record, shoot videos, film stuff. Like, I'm that guy. That's me.
Sure, okay.
And so, you guys can imagine how bad these next few weeks are going to suck.
Oh my god. Oh, really, Cyraxx? The next few weeks are going to suck? Oh, you get to lay around and, like, don't have to do anything extra. You don't do anything anyways. But I feel like at that point in time, Sally was trying to do something like, you can at least do the dishes. She was trying. She's given up completely by now. But I feel like that's why you have this whole, like, oh, I can't do anything. Too bad I can't do anything. I gotta be laid up. Because it's your, like, excuse.
Like, they're going to suck so bad. But the bright side is I will be able to catch up and relax on some stuff. Like, I'll be able to catch up on some really good anime.
Oh my god, catch up on some anime. That's all he wants to do. He wants to lay around in bed, watching anime, jerking off.
That I haven't watched in a while, that I've been missing out on. I'll be able to, possibly crank out some more gaming videos for you guys.
Possibly crank out, possibly crank off, but yeah, oh my god, gaming videos for you guys too. Like he says that it's not for him. It's not because he wants to play goddamn video games all day long. It's because you guys want some gaming videos.
If you guys don't follow my gaming channel, I will send you guys the link in the comments so you guys can. I do have a brand new vlogging channel as well. So let me go to my gaming channel. I'll send you both of those.
All right, so I'm going to stop it about here because he just starts posting his links to his inspirational blog and his gaming channels and all this other bullcrap. And we will go on to the next day. So this one is October 3rd, 2018. And it's called What Happened to Me and Why I'm in Bed for 6 Weeks. Wills. All right. Look, he's got it back on. He's got the stupid gauze back on. He just didn't have it on the day before when we saw, like, his tiny little scraped elbow. But yet, he's, like, put it back on, still milking the injury, still being like, I'm so hurt, I'm so sore. Oh, my God.
What's up, everybody? And so, I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what happened to me? And this is something that I didn't really get into.
No one cares. You've, like, said it 3 times in 3 different streams on 3 different days so far.
Into detail about that. I feel you guys deserve to know the truth about.
You deserve to know the truth.
A lot of you
A key to when he's lying, he'll say, you deserve to know the truth.
are wondering if I'm okay, what's going on. The answer is yes and no. Yes, physically I'm alright. But emotionally and financially...
Emotionally and financially. It's one and the same.
At this point, not really.
I'm not doing good financially. I had already spent all that money from the 7 floors of hell that I didn't get, and I really want that Xbox One.
Really. And then as soon as I finish inviting everybody, I will explain to you guys what exactly happened that day.
Inviting everybody. Oh my God. Please, everybody, listen to
And
my bullshit.
how I ended up.
How I ended up. Look at that. Look at that giant wrap that he has put all over, up and down his fucking arm when he has a tiny little scrape on the elbow.
With this on my arm for 6 weeks straight.
What is he doing? This is so stupid. He's got this on his arm for 6 weeks straight.
And why I'm stuck in bed.
Why I'm stuck in bed. Jeez. Okay, we're not going to rewatch this. Because the same day, October 3rd, 2018, his serious injuries but magically heal themselves. He's got, like, Wolverine powers or some shit. And he does this video. The Darkness, on set, day 1. So he's already made the trailer for it. He got excited because of the haunted house, and he thought maybe he could make this horror movie and, like, show it to people. He knew he wasn't going to get a job there, but he thought he could somehow transform the lie about him getting a job at the haunted house into him making a horror movie. Or maybe he did have such a delusion that he thought he was going to be able to get a job there. He wanted to make this horror movie to, like, impress the people. Like, wow, look, oh, wow, cool. Or maybe he even thought that he was going to film the movie at the haunted house. But anyways, now his injuries are mysteriously gone. He doesn't have the bandage wrapped around his arm anymore. And he goes and he starts, giving this, like, stupid, like, pep talk about his new movie that's coming out.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Chance. I am currently on the set of my film, The Darkness. I'm currently filming a bathroom scene right now where my character gets taken over.
Like, he's whispering, like, Ed's, like, taking a nap in the other room, like, don't wake me up, I'm so tired. You gotta whisper. He's gotta whisper. He's gonna get in trouble. Sally's gonna get mad at him and yell at him if he doesn't whisper.
And basically just gets possessed and really gets messed with. So, check it out.
Oh God, that over the camera. Was that his bad arm that he used to do that with? Let's watch. I think it was.
Really gets messed with. So, check it out.
Yep, that's the bad arm. That's the arm that just had the cast on. Or wrap or whatever the hell it was.
What's going on? What's inside my mind?
Oh, it's never gonna be not funny.
Get out! Get out of my mind! And here is the actual scene for you guys. This is the whole
Oh my
scene.
God, I couldn't get over that. Look at his weird posture. Just look at everything about that. It's so strange. His head is like stuck coming out of the front of him, like coming out of his chest instead of like coming out of his shoulders.
And here is the actual scene for you guys. This is a little sneak peek at the scene for the darkness.
Yeah, there it was. There was the same like hurt, broken arm. He's doing the rawr, whatever shit over the camera.
You're going to die in there. Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things.
Yeah, the little girl knows things about you, Cyraxx. About all those like terrible little pictures that you sent.
You're going to die. Help me. I'm begging you. Please help me. I'm for you. I want to be there.
Cyraxx, get out of my mind, you little girl. That's all I can think about. Get out of it.
Watching you. I will get to you. I will find you.
What do you want? What do you want with me?
The men in the dark said, or else you
Get out of my mind!
I don't see this as a threat.
There you guys go.
It's so weird that he used like fades and stuff. He actually did a little bit of editing on this video.
That was a look at one of the creepiest scenes, in my honest opinion, of The Darkness. The film is coming real soon, so be ready for that, because it's coming. So be ready for a very, very realistic scare.
A very, very realistic scare. Anyways. So, yeah, he's already started the day of the first video. But now he's like officially started and announced it to everybody about his horror movie that he's making. So I can't believe that he has kept up one project for so long. This is like the most that he's ever devoted to one idea that he's ever had in his entire life, I feel like. So we'll watch part 3 next when he finishes the movie and all the other stuff. Anyways, thanks everybody. I'll see you later.